Hey everyone, it's JUP back in with another video. For today's video, I thought I would show some DVDs that I got recently, just last week and actually last Saturday. So I got a few DVDs from some garage sales around my neighborhood because this past weekend there was a community garage sale in my neighborhood where it's basically a thing that my neighborhood does every few months. It's called a community garage sale. Everyone basically sets up like garage sales like in their driveways and in front of their houses and stuff like that. And I usually go around my neighborhood to all different garage sales with either my mom or my dad. We've set up garage sales at community garage sales in our neighborhood like once or twice before, but we usually just like most of the time, the majority of the time, we usually just like ride around in the garage sales and look at everyone else's garage sales. But yeah, anyways, kind of rambling on here about the community garage sales. But yeah, the first few DVDs I have to show are DVDs I got from like the community grass sale thing I just talked about, grass sales in the neighborhood, and then after that, there's a few other DVDs that I have to show that I got from a record store near me for Record Store Day. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'll show DVDs I got from the garage sales around my neighborhood first, and yeah. So this first DVD I have to show here is this like 2-movie pack. Basically, it says 2 movies, and it's the first 2 Rocky movies. It says Rocky and Rocky 2, and then of course it says Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is who played Rocky in the Rocky movies, of course. The garage sale I got this from, they're selling it for 75 cents. As you can see, a little sticker there I got for 75 cents. So yeah, I thought this looked pretty cool. I decided to get it. And the main reason I wanted to get it is, most of the words there. I was gonna say the main reason I decided to get this is because I've never seen the Rocky movies. I didn't have any of the Rocky movies on DVD or anything, so yeah. So now I'll probably check out the Rocky movies now that I have this. But yeah, here's the inside. Once there's anything, here's the discs. There's the disc for the first Rocky movie, and then there's the disc for Rocky 2 right there. So yeah. Of course, I know the one iconic line, the Adrian, we did it. Everyone knows that line. Even if you haven't seen the Rocky movies, you have to know that the Adrian, we did it line. And then, of course, everyone knows the Rocky theme song. Yeah, of course, everyone has to know that iconic theme song. But yeah, I'll probably check out the Rocky movies at some point. But yeah. So that was the only DVD I found at the one garage sale. I found that DVD at, and so the rest of these DVDs I actually got from the same garage sale. So this next one I feel like it's probably a nostalgic childhood movie for some people. I didn't grow up with this movie, but I've heard about it. I've heard that's pretty good, but it's Aliens in the Attic. I'm sure some people watching this right now might remember this movie, Aliens in the Attic, but I've never seen it. Like I said, I didn't grow up with it or anything, but I've heard that it's pretty good. This is actually one of the movies that I got them probably most excited to watch, actually, like most excited to check out, because it just seems like a fun movie. Yeah, it's a fun little movie, and has some actors in it that I know that, has Ashley Tisdale in it, as you can see it right there, and then Austin Butler as well on the left right there. Of course, he's a pretty popular actor now. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, I don't really have very much to say about this movie since I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, like I said, I think it just seems like a fun movie. And I'm sure there's lots of people that grew up with this movie. I'm sure there's lots of people that this is like a nostalgic childhood movie for, but I didn't grow up with this movie, but I do plan on watching it soon. I'm just not sure exactly when I'll watch it. But yeah, I have a feeling I might have a fun time with this movie. I think it just seems like a fun movie. Yeah, there's the inside with the disc, no message or anything. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little price sticker right here. They're selling this particular DVD for $2 at the garage sale I got this from. Well, every DVD was $2 at the garage sale I got this from. But yeah, and the price stickers the price stickers at the garage also said JC on them right there. I'm not quite sure what that means. Maybe that's like the initials of the family that we're selling these. I'm not sure. Or the initials of the person that owns these DVDs. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyways, so next up, the next DVD that I got from the garage sale is Moana, actually, a DVD of Moana. And this one's actually brand new in the wrapping, which is pretty cool. It's not every day they find a DVD brand new in the wrapping at a garage sale, so, that's pretty cool. I didn't have Moana yet, that's why I decided to get this. I've never seen Moana, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So yeah. Of course, some people might be thinking, why didn't you get the Blu-ray instead of the DVD? Well, I mean, this was like $2 for anyone on the wrapping, so I decided to get it. Maybe I'll get the Blu-ray at some point if I really like Moana, but I might be fine with just having the DVD. But yeah, but I do know a couple of songs from Moana, like the "How Far I'll Go When the Sing It Calls Me." Yeah, I know that song. And I also know the "What Can I Say Except You're Welcome." I know that song as well. So yeah, I feel like a lot of Disney songs are just like really iconic and well known. That like even if you haven't seen the movies, you have to know some of the songs because they're just really iconic. I feel like that's just how Disney songs are. But yeah, anyways, there's the back right there. It says bonus sections include Inner Workings short film, which is like a short film that played before Moana in theaters, and then music video for How Far I'll Go by Alicia Cara, and then audio commentary as well. I'm sure there's more bonus features on the Blu-ray. Yeah, like I said, I might get the Blu-ray if I really like Moana after I watch it, but I might be fine just having the DVD. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about Moana when I watch it. But yeah, there's the inside with the disc, and there's some inserts and stuff like Disney rewards and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. That was the Moana DVD. So next up, we have this is like a parody movie. I thought this looked like it might be a pretty funny movie. I don't think I had ever heard of it before I got it. I was with my dad when I got these DVDs at the garage sale I got them from, and my dad thought that this movie looked really stupid. He just doesn't think it's gonna be that good at all, but I think it might be pretty funny. But basically, it's called The 41-Year-Old Virgin Who Knocked Up Sarah Marshall and Felt Super Bad About It. So yeah, it's like a parody movie. The title's like a combination of a few different comedy movies, like 41-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up Sarah Marshall, Super Bad. So yeah, I haven't actually seen any of those movies that references in that title, so I should probably watch those movies before I watch this parody movie, I feel like. But yeah, this looked like it might be a pretty funny movie. It's probably pretty inappropriate movie fashion, I guess. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty funny. I mean, at the top here, on the top here on the back, it even says super raunchy. So yeah, that's that. I didn't have the disc, no text or anything, but yeah, that's it. And this one's actually brand new in the wrapping as well, which is pretty cool. There's a few that they have that garage sale that are brand new in the wrapping. Actually, it's basically at the garage sale that I got most of these garage sale DVDs from. They just had like a big box of DVDs. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I just had two more garage sale DVDs to show, and both of these other ones were not brand new in the wrapping. But they were still in very good condition. Like, even the ones that weren't brand new in the wrapping, I looked at the discs before I got them, and the discs looked very good. Like, they're in, like, very good condition. I didn't really see any scratches or smudges on them. So, yeah. By the way, if you hear, like, noise in the background, it's my mom downstairs, like, watching TV and stuff. But, yeah. Anyways, this next thing I have to show is A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff and Sean Michael Murray. Similar to Aliens in the Attic, I feel like A Cinderella Story might be a classic nostalgic movie for a lot of people. But I've never seen it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and apparently there's quite a few. Apparently there's like quite a few Cinderella story movies. Like I know there's like another Cinderella story with Selena Gomez and Drew Seeley. And then there's one with Lucy Hale, I think, and then a couple more, but I can't really remember what the other who the actors are in the other ones. But I thought there was only like maybe like one or two others like Cinderella story movies besides the original one. But after I got this, I guess I did a little research, I guess you would say, and I found out there's like 5 Cinderella story movies in total, which is pretty crazy. I didn't know there were that many. But yeah, that's that. Read the information spell features on the back right there if you want to. Don't want to show you all of that, but yeah. And then when I showed the front, you might notice that at the top it says full screen edition. I definitely prefer widescreen because widescreen is like the like form that movies are in like the theaters with like wide screen basically, and with the like black bars on top and bottom. Whereas full screen, it's more like movies in like a little box with like the black bars on the left and right of the screen. So yeah, widescreen is definitely better than full screen. I definitely prefer widescreen over full screen, but I guess I'll take what I can get. If I have to watch Cinderella Story on full screen, I guess that's fine. I'll take what I can get. But yeah, there's probably like a widescreen version of this DVD available somewhere that I could get, but I'm fine with the full screen version for now. But yeah, anyways, these inside the disc, unless there's anything. And yeah, there we go. And this is the last garage sale DVD that I had to show that I got recently. So this one is She's the Man with Amanda Bynes. Just like Aliens in the Attic and the Cinderella Story and stuff. This is another one that I haven't seen, but I've heard good things about it, so I want to check it out. And again, this is another one I think is probably a classic nostalgic movie for a lot of people. But yeah, I didn't grow up with it. It wasn't part of my childhood, but I've heard it's pretty good. I've heard She's the Man is a very funny movie. So yeah, this is obviously before Amanda Bynes went crazy. This is when she was still hot, or still beautiful. I guess is a more respectful word than hot. I don't even say hot that often. I thought it would be pretty funny to say that. But yeah, Amanda Bynes was beautiful back then. I mean, she was gorgeous, honestly. Then she's very different now, obviously. Definitely not as attractive at all now, but she was gorgeous back then. And adorable back then, too. Anyways, there's the back, like, information, title features and stuff. You can pause the video if you want to, don't want to feel all that. But yeah, and this is full screen as well. It says full screen on the top, on the front there. So yeah. I think one of my dogs just farted outside. One of my dogs must be outside. My mom will probably let her in. But yeah, anyways. There's the inside of the disc. I don't know if there's anything. But yeah. Oh, and also I've heard that She's the Man is like based off of like a Shakespeare thing, I think. Yeah, my mom's getting the dogs inside right now. I can hear her downstairs whistling to get the dogs in. But yeah, anyways, so that was all the garage sale DVDs I got. All the DVDs I got from like community garage sales around my neighborhood and stuff. So now I have a few more DVDs to show on. And like I said, these other few DVDs are from a record store, local record store near me. That I went to last Saturday for Record Store Day, which is the like annual day that celebrates like independent local record stores, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so the local record store near me, they all the DVDs like were on sale for Record Store Day. It was like 20% off new and 40% off used DVDs, and then also like records and CDs and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to say before I show these DVDs, but yeah, so the first DVD that I got from the local rec store near me is the Final Destination 2 DVD. This one's only $3. Well, it was used. It was like 40% off. So probably only like $1 something, maybe. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure exactly how much it was. But yeah, I've really been getting into the Final Destination movies lately. I already had the first Foundation. That's not what I was gonna say. I already had the first Final Destination movie on DVD. So that's why this is Final Destination 2 and not the first one, because I already had the first one on DVD. But yeah, Final Destination 2, of course, has a tagline of "You can't cheat death twice." So yeah, I started watching Final Destination movies with my brother. My brother's already seen all of them, but I decided I wanted to check them out because I heard there was a new one coming out, Final Destination Bloodlines. It's like the 6th movie in the series. So yeah, I've only seen the first 3 movies so far. I plan on watching the other 2, and then of course the new one that comes out. But yeah, I've been quite enjoying the Final Destination movies. The first one is probably my favorite so far because I think it's just a classic. And then the third one is a close second for me, I think. I actually quite enjoyed the third one. I've heard that quite a few people actually didn't enjoy the third movie that much for some reason, but I thought it was pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. And then to be honest, the second movie is actually my least favorite out of the ones I've seen so far, which I know might be surprising for a lot of people because I've heard a lot of people think that the second Final Destination movie is the best one. Which I enjoy Final Destination 2, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as the first one or the third one. So yeah, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, also I wanted to say, you might have already noticed this as I've shown this video, this is actually an Infinifilm DVD. So Infinifilm is something that was advertised as like something you could go beyond the movie with. Seems here it says go beyond the movie, and basically, if you don't know what Infinifilm is, Infinifilm was like It was like a line of DVDs that had like special features that like you could like go behind the scenes with, and like it was basically called like Beyond the Movie features and All Access Pass features. And then it even came with like an infinite film version of the movie, which is like stuff like as you watch the movie, like stuff pops up about the movie, like fun facts and like a little behind the scenes stuff. It's pretty cool. I know some other Infinite Film DVDs were like the DVD of Elf was an Infinite Film DVD, and also I think at least one of the Austin Powers movies, like one of the DVDs of one of the Austin Powers movies, was an Infinite Film DVD. So yeah, Infinite Film didn't really last too terribly long, if I remember correctly, but I thought it was pretty cool. It would have been cool if it lasted a little longer, but yeah. Anyways, that's what I'm talking about, Infinite Film. So yeah, there's the back with the information about the features and stuff. Then there's the inside of the disc, and it has an insert, basically like toss files on the DVD, and has like a scene selection and stuff. So yeah, so it's actually a double-sided disc. So this side that you see right here is the widescreen version of the movie, and also has the Infinite Film features on it. Then the other side of the disc is the full screen version of the movie, and the other side of the disc with the full screen version doesn't have any Infinite Film features, I don't think. So yeah, I guess back when this DVD was first released, they couldn't put both the widescreen and full screen versions like on one like disc, so they decided to do like a double-sided thing. So yeah. Anyways, that's that. I also got Final Destination 3. It's Final Destination 3 DVD. It has one of these cool like lenticular covers, I think you would call it, where it's kind of like a 3D kind of thing, and it makes a sound when you like scratch on it. I know this sound might like make some people uncomfortable. I know this sound is probably like kind of annoying and just makes a lot of people cringe, but I don't really mind it. I actually kind of like the feel of it. But anyways, it's the 2-disc Thrill Ride edition of the Final Destination 3 DVD. So yeah, like I said, I really liked Final Destination 3. But yeah, the Final Destination 3 DVD actually came with a cool feature where it was kind of like an interactive choose-your-own adventure kind of thing. So it came with the original theatrical, like regular movie, of course, but then also came with a different version of the movie where you could like it says change course of film, design new character deaths and destinies. You basically like choose like stuff throughout the film. It gives you decisions while you're watching the movie. Like it pops up and you have to like make a decision, like whether you want the characters to do this thing or this thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's basically like a choose-your-own adventure movie, which is pretty cool. I haven't actually properly tried the like interactive version of the movie yet. It's actually called the Choose Their Fate version. That's what it's called. Yeah. Anyways, that's back to the case right there. Then we got the actual case here. So yeah, pretty cool. You can pause the video and read the information, bonus pages and stuff if you want to. So yeah, that's that. Here's the inside with the discs. There's an insert with an advertisement for Snakes on a Plane, which is kind of random, but like the Snakes on a Plane movie. I don't really know why that was included in here. But yeah, anyways. So here's the first disc with the movie, and then the Choose Their Fate version as well. And I think like 1 or 2 special features. And then the second disc, which is the bonus features disc with the majority of bonus features. There's like 1 or 2 bonus features on the movie disc, but yeah, that's that. That was the 2 discs there. So yeah, that's that. Next up we have The Walking Dead Dead City Season 1. So if you know me, you know I'm like a huge Walking Dead fan. The original show specifically, I'm a huge fan of the original Walking Dead show specifically. I'm not really a huge fan of any of the spin-off shows. But I've seen like the first few episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. I didn't enjoy Fear the Walking Dead very much at all. And then I've also seen a few episodes of Daryl Dixon. I wasn't really a huge fan of Daryl Dixon either, to be honest. I've seen every episode of The Ones Who Live. I actually did enjoy The Ones Who Live, but that's like the only spin-off that I like that I've seen so far. But I haven't seen Dead City, which is the spin-off with Maggie and Negan in like New York City, Manhattan, and stuff. I'm not expecting to like fall in love with this show. I haven't actually. I don't think I even said I haven't actually seen Dead City yet. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really expecting to like fall in love with this show or anything, but I might like it since it takes place in like New York City and Manhattan, and I don't quite like New York City. But I've always wanted to visit New York City, but I never have. Not yet, anyway. I probably will at some point. I'm expecting to be able to visit New York City at some point. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, I decided to get this Dead City Season 1 TV since I haven't seen a Dead City spinoff yet. But yeah, it might be good. I'm not sure. I don't really have much to say about it, but yeah, I'll check it out at some point. I haven't checked it out yet. But yeah, here's the actual case. You see basically the exact same as the slipcover. And yeah, if I like it, that's good. And then if I don't like it, then that's fine. At least I have it in the collection for collector's purposes. But yeah, anyways, there's only one special feature. It says the only special feature is the 2023 WonderCon panel, because it's like a panel at a convention, like a panel about Dead City. So yeah, that's that. Here's insert the disc. There's an insert. There's one little insert here about AMC Plus, which is like an AMC streaming service, kind of, not like a full streaming service. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, here's the disc. There's the first 3 episodes. Now the second disc was episode 436. I'm guessing the one special feature of the panel is on disc 2. Well, actually, I know it's on disc 2 because I popped in disc 1 after I got this. I didn't have the one special feature panel thing on it, but I haven't popped in disc 2. So yeah, but anyways, that's the Dead City DVD. Next up, we have the Riverdale Complete First Season DVD. So similar to the Walking Dead Dead City Season 1 DVD, this is another show that I haven't seen, but I said I want to check out. I've heard some good things about Riverdale. I've heard that it's a pretty cool show, and I know it has elements of like music and mystery in it, and I love music, and I've always quite enjoyed like mystery type things, so I think I might like this show. But yeah, and I know Cole Sprouse from Sweet Attack and Cody's in this show. He plays Jughead. So yeah, pretty cool. Don't really have anything else to say because I haven't watched Riverdale yet. I don't know too much about it. But yeah, there's the actual case. Basically, it's asking the slipcover. There's an insert in here, which is basically like an episode guide. And then it's a 3-disc set, so there's disc 1, and disc 2, and disc 3. All the discs right there. So yeah, that's that. So is the Riverdale Complete Season DVD. And just like with the Walking Dead Dead City Season 1 DVD, if I like Riverdale, then that's good. But if I don't like Riverdale, then it's fine. But at least I have the first season DVD in my collection for collector's purposes. If I don't like it, if I don't like Riverdale, at least I have it for collector's purposes. But yeah. So next up, this is the second to last DVD that I had to show. I have one more DVD to show after this. This next DVD that I got recently that I had to show is the Pitch Perfect trilogy. So yeah, it's basically all 3 Pitch Perfect DVDs, all 3 Pitch Perfect movies, DVDs in one case. I've only seen the first Pitch Perfect movie, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the music was very good, and yeah, I did quite enjoy it. So yeah, I'm excited to check out Pitch Perfects 2 and 3. I've heard the second and third movies are pretty good as well. So yeah, I thought I would get this Pitch Perfect trilogy to have all 3 movies in one DVD. Well, they're on separate discs, but in like one DVD case. So yeah, but you know what I meant probably. Yeah, anyways. Here's the actual case piece. That's in the slip cover. I've heard that Pentatonix is in Pitch Perfect 2. They make a cameo in Pitch Perfect 2. And if you know me, you know I love Pentatonix. Pentatonix is like one of my favorite bands. Well, they're technically not a band, they're a vocal group. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I have like a couple of Pentatonix albums on vinyl. I just love Pentatonix's music. Especially their Christmas stuff. I think their Christmas stuff is the best. Carol the Bells is like my favorite song that Pentatonix has done. But yeah, anyways. Here's inside the disc, no such anything, but there's the first Pitch Perfect movie, then Pitch Perfect 2, and Pitch Perfect 3 as well. So yeah, there's that. I did already have the DVD of the first Pitch Perfect movie before I got this. I found the DVD of the first Pitch Perfect movie at a Goodwill thrift store. That's where I got it from. So yeah, I might get rid of that individual DVD of the first Pitch Perfect movie, since I have this now, since I have the trilogy set. But yeah, we'll see. Now this is the last DVD I have to show. This is actually a pretty cool find. So this is the Adventures of Indiana Jones, the complete DVD movie collection set. So this is only $10, but this is actually brand new in the wrapping, and like I said, everything, all the new stuff at the local record store was 20% off when I went for record store day. So it's probably more like $8, I think, if I just calculated that correctly in my head. But yeah, so yeah, pretty cool brand new in the wrapping for only like $8, I think, probably. I've never seen any of the Indiana Jones movies, but I've been kind of interested in them for a little while, so it's pretty cool to now have this collection of the movies. This isn't every single movie. It actually does say the complete collection on the front, but it only has the first 3 movies and then a bonus material disc as well. And there's like 5 Indiana Jones movies in total. But this is probably the complete collection when it was first released. But then a couple more Indiana Jones movies came out after this set came out. But yeah, let's take out all the discs here. So yeah, so I think these are in the right order. I'll just show the cases in the order that they're in. Anyways, so this first case is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So yeah, there's the back and read all the information and stuff. If you want, like if you want to pause me and read all that, you can. There's inside the disc, no search or anything. So yeah, I know the Indiana Jones movies are real classics for a lot of people, but I haven't seen them. I was just sniffing the box. You probably saw me do that. I sniff a lot of things. That's just something I do. The box smells pretty good, I guess. But anyways, that probably sounds weird to a lot of people. Anyways, here's the next movie, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, and these are widescreen, which is good. So yeah, there's the disc, an insert. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to check out the Indiana Jones movies. Like I said, I haven't seen any of them, but I'm pretty excited to check them out. I've heard that they're pretty good, like the ultimate adventure movies, basically. Then here's the last movie that's included in here, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So yeah, there's that. There's a disc and the insert. So yeah. And then here's the last disc that's included in here, the Indiana Jones bonus material disc. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly what bonus material is included on this disc, but I'm sure there's some cool bonus material on this disc. But yeah, there's the disc and insert, and yeah. And yeah, so that was all the DVDs I got recently from garage sales and from the local record store near me last Saturday, this past weekend. So yeah, I didn't really expect this video to be almost a half hour long. I thought it would only be like maybe 15-20 minutes max, but no, not a big deal. 28 minutes isn't too bad. But yeah, anyways, I don't have anything else to say, so of course please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course ring the bell so you know if I never post any new videos. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Of course, want to enjoy this video, and I'll of course see you next time. Peace.